Yeah, that was me. Maybe? Dalalalaway. All right, we'll see if he comes back. Otherwise, I can at least get this ready. Is it bad? Is it loud? Here, let me just, in character. Okay, let me just change my levels then. At least it's not picking up a background voice. I suspected that might be the case, but I've just not bothered. This fucking microphone is the bane of my existence. Levels. Okay, she wants the levels around... It's because my voice is powerful. Well, the other day when it had background... Oh, trust me and believe, I got several reports coming in from Wild RP Bot that was like, they were getting a massive amount anytime I spoke, because God knows, they probably heard the neighbors in the background. I accidentally, my microphone had fallen during the day, and it fucking kicked up my gain. And every time a Microsoft update happens, it resets all my levels. Hey, Maverick. Oh my gosh. I don't meta, but like... When I tell you she's a detective, I went through the Sisika visitation. I went through the Sisika visitation records to see who you most recently visited. I actually made a whole list of all the visitations for my own personal records. Of everybody, not just Dr. Orvid. So I had it close to hand because you can't control F search on this system. Well, I didn't mean to be here, but I was going to go to do casework. Then I came up here to try and look for a search and rescue since I was on duty anyway. And there were a bunch of people, you know, I just think that sucks when it's this time of day. And especially if you're a person who this is when you play and you get injured, if I'm around, I will stop what I'm doing and try and find you. But I think I was a little too late in getting to this person because I was looking at the murder case file before I looked at it. But anyway, we ended up in Valentine. I couldn't find the person. I think they logged out already. And then I went to Valentine, and the first thing I see on the tip line is that Flash is around on crutches, bragging about how he's wanted. And so I arrested him in the saloon. You saw it, huh? And so I went to the Siska listings and I saw that the last visitation was in September with Lucius Landry. And so I then checked the print that was on scene against him, and bing, bada, boom, it's our friend Lucius Landry's left mid finger. And so I wrote an update on the case file. And now they managed to get an interview with him yesterday because he was in a bank job. And he had some inconsistencies, and I have written down all the inconsistencies. Now, I don't know what actually happened, but what I will say is I wrote down the following. Self-defense does not include 5 other people if they were on scene. Self-defense does not include pulling out a gun if there's a fist fight, to which he admitted. He admitted this. So we've got this in black and white. Self-defense does not include planting evidence and making sure someone will not survive by neglecting medical aid. Self-defense does not include the thoughts of self-preservation in your interview of, we knew you guys would charge us for murder, so we let the guy die. Thank you. I've written up a whole thing about just the self-defense bit, but like, yeah. I found out through the Siska visitation records who it was most likely to be, immediately printed that person. Well, I actually found out the stuff earlier. It wasn't until like 8 hours later when I was working and I saw the murder case file again, because I forget things really quickly now. That's why I'm writing everything down that I'm working on currently, because I'm going to have a spreadsheet of most recent things because my memory is just shot to shit. It's just shot to shit. And so I need to write everything down. But I can remember fingerprints. So guys, I have a printer now. And so what I'm doing is I'm going to screenshot the prints, right? And then I'm going to put them next to each other by name. and like, 2 per page. And I'm going to have, I think you can hear this rustling. This is a folder with lots of laminated sheets. And I'm going to use this to quick print against cases. So I'm going to fill it in by gangs. Now there isn't enough room in this, so I'm going to get more, but these are only 50p per. So I was thinking about using these as folders for gangs and just having these ready to go when I want to print against somebody. That way I can physically use it because I do better with tactile things. That way I don't have to go through all the paperwork constantly. But only when I'm in the office, obviously, as a way to sort of like have a physical thing I can look at. Obviously, I can't like take it with me because Dalloway would not be able to print fingerprints. But what it'll also do is that's a way that my brain will memorize things. Oh, sorry. Didn't see. Gosh, you really blend in with the brick there.
Just blended in and maybe snuck away, huh?
Just having a look at these cases and I'll be right with you.
Alright, alright.
So,
Not like keeping you from bed, am I?
No. I was waking up to have a little coffee and do some fingerprinting. And then I saw that someone was injured and I felt bad, didn't want to leave them out there. So I went to do that. Couldn't find the person. And then came to town, checked the tip line, and it, led me to you.
A tip came in about me?
Well, yeah. You're a highly wanted man.
I was
You're
on a
very
highly
well,
wanted
well,
list?
very well known at least. Maybe not so much highly wanted. Certainly wanted.
No, highly wanted, no. Can you tell my gang leader that?
Sure. Which one's they?
Maybe I shouldn't say. Well,
I mean, suit
what do you
yourself.
got in there? What do you got in the files? You probably know enough.
I know plenty, Flash. So we're gonna play a little game that I like to play. It's called well, it's a mystery amount of money that you get to keep, depending on how well your story lines up with the truth and what I have in evidence already. So like I told you before, I tend to know more than people think I do, and I'm willing to play dumb and be devious in order to get what I want. I'm going to give you that one for free. Most people don't learn that about me, But since you didn't try and kill me on the way to your cell, I'm going to give you a little insight about how I work and operate. Like I said, I don't bother to haul people in unless I think I got enough evidence to charge. So right now, instead of looking at it like, oh no, how am I going to get out of this sticky situation? Consider that you are already in the web. Consider that now your job is to figure out how much money you can keep and how much time you can shave. That's the game. And that game is just by, are you going to tell me the truth? Or are you're not going to tell me anything and that sort of thing. So that's the game we're playing. So I just want you to start at the beginning of when this behavior started up again. And why don't you just tell me a story about yourself?
I want to keep my money. Okay.
Well, I know you do. And I want to make sure you keep your money. And I'm not asking for anything devious. I'm just asking for the truth.
Well, I've been telling you, I spent, the holiday in Cisco.
Mm-hmm. What time did you come back?
They let me out on, for good behavior on Christmas.
On Christmas. And what did we do Christmas Day?
Oh, I don't remember.
Well, come
That's
on
the
now. You
truth.
get out of Sissica.
I'm doing all kinds of drugs.
It's Christmas Day. We don't remember what we did at all.
Christmas Day.
See if you can bring yourself back to the merriment and jolliness of the 25th of December.
I went and saw my family in Saint Denis for a little bit.
Who's your family?
Oh, my family. I grew up in Saint Denis. I used to run down there for a long time, but my family still lives down there. My younger brothers, sisters, some cousins.
Hmm.
They don't come out much. They're just in the house. They're young. But I remember doing that. Then what?
Anything else?
What are you looking for? I really don't. I really got terrible
Why don't you tell
memory.
me about, if you don't want to name names, that's fine. Why don't you tell me a little bit about your gang that you're trying to get in or are in?
Oh, I'm in. I'm supposed to get branded. The Wicker Gang. You know that. I know you know that. Zoe Winters knew that, so it's definitely in there.
That very well may be the case, but hearing you say it, shaving off time, keeping them dollars.
Right.
All right, so why don't you tell me about the Wicker Gang? In your point of view, what are they like? What appeals to you?
Well, I got to know them a little bit just coming around Valentine and, Jamie and Willie. And we were just kind of riding together every night, just doing, normal stuff, playing poker, hanging out at the gun store, right? Just becoming friends, build a bond over time. And, they looked out for me. I had problems with like Los Animos. Yeah, they took care of it for me. They really looked out for me, those guys. And lately, nobody looks out for me anymore, right? Since my old Misfits gang years ago, everybody kind of grew up one on their way. I've been out here trying to fit in all over the place, and everybody betrays me. It's a constant cycle. Go back to Kitty, all kinds of people, Julio, just the worst betrayals. But these guys really look out for me.
Would you
They
say
really
they're
get,
like family?
yeah. Yeah. They're like brothers. Or like my twin brother Weasel. I miss him, but now I got the guys. I got Jamie and Willie and Silly, George. So I didn't know Chet. He's been gone, and he's Chet Wicker. He's the leader of it all, and he's been gone. So
That
there
must be
was a big
tough, you
there
know?
was a big fight, and they were talking about leaving him, and they were gonna go off on their own. I didn't know. I just wanted to be with these guys because they were my friends, and they kept telling me about Chet. And Chet came back, and he wasn't happy with what's been going on, and he wanted to put us to the test. We had to go get a deputy, make sure he got all the paperwork on the Wicker Gang. So I told him to get all the paperwork on Flash and Gemma, because I wanted to know what Gemma was telling you guys. I heard she was in here talking about me. I sent somebody over to listen. So I wanted to know, and he didn't even tell me anyway. But then Chet pulled me aside and said, "All right, Flash, if you're not a mamby-pamby, you're not going to let him walk out of here. You're going to make sure he can't walk out of here." Now, I'm not no mamby-pamby. So I smoked some opium so I can get through it. And then I threw my throwing knives at him. I ran up and I stabbed him in the shoulder. Well, it made me feel good because Chet looked at me so proud when I did that. Then he told me I had to dump him in the woods. So I did. But when they went back to the camp, I kind of looped back around and got him on my horse and rode him into town. If Chad ever finds out, he'll kill me. Don't ever let him find that out. So I give you everything now. You got it all.
Did you spend Christmas with the gang?
I really don't remember. It's been such a crazy week. Christmas seems like it was forever ago at this point. Yeah, they came and saw me when I got out. Yeah, we were definitely together.
Go anywhere special with them? Sometimes it takes a minute for memory to jog.
Let's see, okay, let's see. I got out. I was waiting for him a long time at the telegram in my Cisco clothes. It was embarrassing. And I met Riker. She's really nice. We were talking for a little bit. She was laughing. I was in my Cisco clothes. And they finally showed up and what'd we do?
Where did you go then?
Oh. Yeah. Was that day?
What are you referring to? We're thinking of a hanging dog shooting.
Hmm. Well, man told me he saw the whole thing.
Anything you can remember?
I think it was that day, wasn't it? The hanging dog up there.
Mm-hmm. What happened at Hanging Dog?
So we just went to Hanging Dog to relax. That's our home. And then enemies showed up. And they wanted blood. So we were ready to fight, and we did. And Silly
Excuse
got
me.
shot. He was hurt in a bad way. I was checking on him. He was hurt in a bad way. I mean, this was probably a
Excuse me.
while into the
Who was
fight.
that?
Silly. He got shot. He was hurt real bad. I mean, real bad. I could barely get a heartbeat out of him. Everything felt weak. So I didn't care what the guys thought. I said, that's it, guys. I put my hands up. I ran out. I said, it's over. We gotta get Silly out of here. I gotta get him out of here now. And our enemies, real mean. Real mean, that Ramon. Uh, I mean,
Ramon
Cologne.
Animales.
And, he,
He did
they were
mention
like,
them
well, give
already.
us all your guns. So I didn't care. I threw my guns down. I said, I'm going to get Silly some help. I don't care about these fucking guns. And I left the guys to negotiate whatever that they did, and I just wanted to get Silly help, and I got him on the back of my horse, and I brought him to Valentine.
And that would have been the last of you seen of that instant. All right. And so you were talking with folks about ages ago, early December about your new business.
My new business.
Yeah, the deputies Evans or somebody. Let me have a look. Oh, that's an old case. Never mind. Yeah, this is undercover, so I gotta be very, very careful. DNA. Almost. Almost. Luckily, it
Shouldn't
wasn't
be
Evans
nothing
involved.
else.
No, no, that was looking at an old case that's already processed. It's from ages ago, actually. Sometimes these deputies update things because they're bored, and it's got the wrong classification. Sort of like, oh, it's not an incident, it's wanted. No, it's not a wanted, it's this. Just drives me up the bend.
Phew, so that's all you got?
Yeah. Was there anything else that you wanted to talk about? You know, that maybe you
Well,
haven't.
yeah. Well, yeah. What was Gemma telling you the other day up in Valentine?
I don't know if Gemma was speaking to me. Do you mean deputies in general?
Yeah, yeah. What was she saying? Was she talking about me?
I have no idea. I wouldn't know. And I wouldn't be able to say anyway because we keep those kind of things very confidential. Like, for example, I'm not going to tell anybody that you were in here saying anything either. Not if it's going to hurt you. You said Animales, something about Animales that the Wicker Gang was helping you against. So they come back for
Oh.
you at Hanging Dog?
They were helping some of their friends, apparently, holding their hands. That's what I called it to them. I told them, no more hand holding. We settled it with them. But that was something that day.
Which Animales were about?
Oh, I wouldn't know. I wouldn't know any of their names
Well, you did
at
mention a
all.
Ramon.
No, no, I don't know any Ramon.
All right. All right. So do you know who officially? Because there's a lot of hand holding in general with these folks out everywhere. If you got business, you want to protect it, right? Naughty
Right,
business.
right.
So I understand that, but sometimes it makes my casework very, very difficult. So officially, do you want to tell me who officially is part of the Chet Wickers outfit?
Well,
Like
I told
who's card
you.
holding members?
You know. You got it right there.
Well, if you
I
were to give
mean,
me like
we even
the
asked
hierarchy.
Cyrus all the names right there that day.
Mm-hmm. You don't work with nobody else. You don't fill
No,
in team members if someone's on the bench. Someone's in...
no, no.
So how did you get injured?
A hunting accident.
I do believe that's true, but who was hunting you?
Um, there was no, it was just a misfire. That's all.
Who was the person misfiring?
Some stranger, I think.
Stranger misfires and then you don't have a conversation about it? I don't know who you're trying to protect, Flash, but it's not going to help your case.
Look, I'm not no mammy-pammy.
I'm not saying you is a mamby-pamby. I think the people trying to convince you's a mamby-pamby is mamby-pambies. And I'll deal with them when I get them in the cell.
I know we got enough problems, right? We're dealing with Brooks and Bowen. We're dealing with Lymphony. I mean, come on. Jesus.
Limpany seems to get all in everywhere, don't they?
Yeah, they gotta go hire people because they don't got enough. They're not a gang. They're a joke.
Yeah, a joke told over and over by Violet and her idiots.
Right. Right, that Violet and Fox. The hell with them.
Say, you have an opportunity to fuck over some people if you want to that are getting on your nerves. I'll tell you that right now, because I've got a metal detector and all day. Do you know where any of those Limpany bastards or those Brooks and Bowen folk, do you know on Amales, any of them where they stash their goods?
Yeah, I would have already taken it if I did.
I'm sure you woulda. I'll let him know what I'm doing. I'm trying to give him like a little information about what
You
Dalloway
want to
does. So,
find their treasure? Do you think they got treasures out there?
oh, 100% they do.
They do?
All of them, yeah.
You think Brooks and Bowen do too?
Probably. I bet it's on like, if we're being real, they probably have it stored in some barn somewhere in a wagon in a box that no one can ever look at.
Right,
These
right.
people are very cautious and feared, but look,
Yeah,
hell.
I wouldn't stash things in a wagon. No way. So you were saying,
um,
you're gonna find their treasure, huh?
yeah, I'm gonna find any treasure anybody's got out there if I can. You got any treasure out there? It's all in the
Me, I,
wagon.
I, I wish I had treasures. Trying to acquire things. Everything's so expensive these days.
Yeah, you're telling me. So Limpany and that they hire folk. Do they? You think they would hire for something? Let's say I don't know, something random like an art gallery robbery. I bet Flash has done
They
art
probably
gallery
work with all
robberies.
kinds of people, yeah. They don't have enough of their own.
What about you? You ever been in an art gallery?
No, no, that place wasn't open before I was off visiting family.
All
And since
right,
I've
all
been
right.
back, no, I haven't been down there much.
Much.
I do
You?
like art, though. I would like to buy a piece or two.
Oh yeah. Who's that kitty person you mentioned?
Oh, a long time ago, Kitty. She's dead.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
the one from
she's been
Saint
dead
Denis.
for at least, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that would have been a while back.
Yeah, that was when I left Saint Denis when she betrayed me.
All right. What would you do? Let's just see. If you, what are you gonna do when you get out of jail?
Well, I won't be on the run anymore. I'd like to get back to business.
What's
Right,
business for you?
running the gun store right across the street.
Oh, okay. You work at the gun store.
Yeah, yeah. Maybe some of my guys will come back over there. I got Grudge working over there, and Smoke and Gus, non-gang members,
Of course, of course.
troops on that, right? And get business going again because I've been on the run doing crazy stuff and I haven't been able to do business at all. I've been getting so many telegrams, I've just been ignoring them.
All right. Well, I mean, these things happen when we get overwhelmed, and especially since you're making so many friends with this Wicker Gang folk, and so
They're
I
good
find it
people.
strange, the gang's all hunky dory, then the leader goes away for ages, and things start to fall apart. He comes back, and then crack of the whip, everyone shapes up. Is that what you're telling me?
Things were falling apart without him.
Mm-hmm.
They were having problems with everybody, and he comes back, and yeah, he's ready to take care of business.
Well, how do these problems start? Which is just somebody spits in your cornflakes, and then you gotta have a gang war.
Yeah, it's really weird stuff that I didn't understand because I wasn't there for any of it. But Fox got robbed and had to come back. I guess it seemed pretty sensitive to me.
Nathan Fox got robbed.
Oh wait, no, I didn't mean to use his name.
But by who? Why would that piss him off?
I don't know. Apparently, it was like a month and a half prior. It was
Okay, so he got
really
robbed by
weird.
them ages before, and he held on to that
Yeah,
grudge
yeah,
like a big old baby.
yeah. And came and wanted blood. We tried. I tried to work something out with him. I thought we were gonna work something out. I was there smoking opium, and then next thing you know, bullets are flying by me.
When was that? Because you're back recent, like you're only in with these people. How did you meet them?
And Valentine to come down for the poker games and hang out and talk and buy guns. Buy a lot of guns.
What time do they have these poker games usually? I like a bit of poker.
Oh, midnight or so, Eastern Stars, every night. Kid runs the games. I hope you learned they learned their lesson tonight. You can't come take anybody off that table. Kid showed them good tonight.
Well, it's all right. I'll sit in someone's spot.
Yeah, no, if somebody's wanted, you just wait for another day. You can't come take them off the table. That's the rules, okay? Everybody's gonna stand up and shoot you if you try it.
Yeah, I heard about that. Nasty business.
Well, the poker table's sacred.
Well,
Can't come taking
yes,
people off of that.
not in the middle of a game, certainly.
Right, even the criminals respect that. You don't come take somebody off the table. So what am I facing now?
Well, let's have a look.
Be easy on the fine. And burning through a lot of money, all the cocaine and opium.
Do you know Silas Carpenter?
That's Kid.
He's the feller that runs the table.
Yeah.
Well, who was playing last night? They got so upset.
I wasn't here last night.
You just heard about it.
Oh, you mean like this night? I don't know. I heard about it when I got here. Yeah, it was already over.
Well, who told you about it?
Everybody at the table. It's the talk of the table.
Well, who was at the table, goddammit?
You know, the poker table's sacred.
Poker table sacred.
Right.
What if I told you that you could keep it sacred by telling me he was there? Because of that incident, deputies might do crazy things. They might go undercover. They might, start raiding the poker table regularly to make an example. I can be the buffer for that.
You undercover? They do that? What's that mean?
Well, I mean, you don't know. You know how you get constantly betrayed?
Yeah, tell me.
You know,
about
by
it.
your friends and that. Well, just consider that, among you are also deputies, just relaxing. Just keep in mind that we're about. You might not see us because when we don't have a badge and we let our hair down, we're surprisingly invisible. People are real friendly to us then. Just keep that in mind.
Sneaky. You gonna try sneaky stuff on us, huh?
Well, you never know. We try not to do that unless we have to. You know, as soon as there are closed, tight circles like this poker table of shooting if you're trying to arrest somebody, that's not going to fly. Deputies need to be able to do their job.
It's been that way for years.
Maybe we need to change. Maybe criminals shouldn't be so brazen about hanging around in town when they're wanted. They get a certain use to comfort. Maybe they can go play in Flatneck, you know?
Maybe they live here.
Yeah, I like Valentinians, but they're good folk who are in terror whenever these people are around. They can't get a nice drink from the saloon. They can't eat their food, you know, because they're surrounded by people who do shootouts and stabbings. Do those Limpany folk respect the table? They leave it alone?
Yeah, they play there.
They play there.
Mm-hmm.
So sort of a neutrality thing.
Yeah, definitely neutral at the table.
All right, well, let's just get you sorted. I'm not going to make you roll on anyone.
Yeah, I'm not no mamby-pamby, okay?
I wouldn't say you is. I'm just going to go and see what you're looking at.
Alright.
We're not going to act on the do not act thing. $480 days, $670 fine. For 80 days. Alright, so today you're looking at about 480 days in Siska and $670 fine just from an off glance. This is before anything else. So time served is going to be about 45 minutes on the dot. So we'll go ahead and account that the time you've been here, and go ahead and account for your cooperation, which I'll shave off the rest of that to make it a nice even number. And you cared about your money.
Yeah, I care about my money. I need it.
All right. Are you in debt currently?
No, that's the thing. I used to be way, way in debt, and I paid it all off. And
How did you manage to do that?
I got a healthy bank account, business, and coal. I used to do a lot of coal. Well, like a year or two ago, a lot of coal. Bought my wagons, made a lot of money. Opened up the business and making money through the business, and definitely not any moonshine or nothing.
Of course not. Of course not. Because it's a lot of debt to clear. I mean, personally, I'd love to know the recipe because I can barely keep my rent paid half the time.
Yeah. So I got a nice, healthy bank account. I don't want to lose it again. And I gotta think. I gotta do something.
I mean,
I gotta slow it down. The way
you got
it's
any goods
going.
left you can sell once you're out?
I'm low on everything. I was selling guns so fast out of there, doing so much business. And they pulled my ad out of the newspaper because I went to Siska. They yanked it right out of there. Told me they were going to, and they did.
Well, I mean, when you're back out, you could probably reapply for an advertisement or advertise locally. I'm sure someone who's dealing with folks locally and has a good reputation won't find it difficult to work that store. Do you have a good reputation with folks, or is your association sort of tarnishing your business?
Well, only with the Mambies, but yeah, everybody else loves me.
What would you describe as a man bee?
A Mamby is like it's like a coward, like a yellow belly, no good, untrustworthy, somebody you don't want to ride with.
Oh, sorry, Mav. I'm sorry. I'm knees deep in it. Oh, Mav's probably gone. I have to tell him. I'll have to message him to let him know what I think about everything. It's been all right. We're gonna start transporting you in a second. I'm gonna do as much as I can for you in the money side of things.
Thank you for that.
Let's see, 675. Let's go ahead and drop that down.
Yeah, to like.
I'm gonna cut that in half. It's gonna be 300
Oh,
total,
okay.
okay?
Wow. All right.
Well, when
You
you
kept your
cooperate
word. You're
with
not a
me,
Mamby. You're no Mamby. How you
no,
kept your word?
I ain't no mamby-pamby, sir. Here's the thing: if you're cooperative, I'm gonna do everything I can because it's not gonna fuck up their role play. It's not gonna fuck up the character's life, essentially, from a role play angle. That ought to be something that you can reasonably work away at when you leave. I would think. As long as you got up and running with your business again, you should be able to clear that kind of debt away. You might even be able to clear it while you're in Sisika. So that's my hope, Mr. Greenwood, because I think you have a lot of potential. What I will say is I really wish you the best of luck. I'm going to go ahead and get this wagon in a second. And do you have time for me, or do you want the local guards to take you? We can transport you there with an ETA of 30 minutes or less.
We can go in the wagon. That's fine.
All right.
Who's this dummy over here falling over his own feet?
I think that's it, maybe? All right, let me sort you out. Maybe not. No, it's Weber. Who's tea? Oh, it's already been eaten. Sometimes they leave us goodies and then I never get them. I never get them because I'm too late. All right, that's Deputy Weber. I'm gonna see if he wants to help me out. What's
Is
the
he
problem?
related to Jamie?
Pardon?
Is he related to Jamie?
I'm not sure what Jamie Weber,
Yeah.
your friend.
Yeah, Wicker Gang.
James Weber Jr. You know, he told me he weren't going back to Sisika, and then I went through cold cases and found him in a couple more cases. I was very disappointed.
Jamie's a smooth talker.
He really is. One believes him when he says something.
Right.
Only the once,
yes.
though. Only the
He's
once.
oh, he'll get you again. He's smooth. Morning, he'll get you again. You'll see.
All right, well, I'll take your advice on that. You probably know better. I'll bring the wagon around. All right, Hey, do you want to get in your straps or do you want to go to Sisika in your normal clothes? You can't hear me
I,
from.
I can get my stripes, yeah.
All right, we'll see about that.
You know, ain't nothing changes with the day of the week. Grin and bear it.
I have to get the fucking wagon.
Well, well.
Can I get it from out back?
Evening.
Hey, good evening. Is it left to right or right to left? We're about to find out. Almost gave Goose a bite. All right. Okay, good. So-
You won't believe this. I found a gold nugget the other day. And lost it right after.
Telegram. All right, you'll just have to give me a moment because I'm going to have to run down the telegram station and provide our intentions for escort. And let Siska know as well. You might get somebody helping you when we get there. I
You
don't
want
know.
telegram my gang. Tell them I'll be out soon.
All right,
No,
I'll
I'll do it when I get there. Don't
yeah,
worry about it.
you'll have plenty of time. You will have plenty of time. I've got so much paperwork to do now. This thing's driving me nuts. Oh, Weber, are you coming along for this transport?
2 minutes flash there. I'm happy to come along.
Excellent. That's good news. I'll let Siska know.
Alrighty.
Prisoner, citizen for intake, Flash Greenwood, en route, ETA 30 minutes or less. Approximately 400 days. Escort, 2 times Senior Deputy Galloway and Deputy Weber to escort. Two to transport Flash Greenwood, Val, Sondeny, ETA 30 minutes to Sisika. All right, I've sent Law Tip Line Tip as well. I'll be at the office.
Now that's a real beautiful home.
He, God bless him. God bless him, everyone. What a great interview. I'm really enjoying this new era of drugged up criminals confessing to certain things and filling in dots for us. Just because they're a little sad. This is the second time that tarot card person has basically messed up someone so much that they end up in the arms of the law. All right. All right, go ahead and come out as you can. Oh, he's on crutches at the moment. He's pretty injured. He so far has been very cooperative, so I'm not putting crutches on him. It's just something, I mean, handcuffs. It's just something to keep in mind.
All right.
Oh, you can come through this way.
Okay, go this. Okay, this
The
way.
VIP route.
Only for the most wanted.
That's right.
Yeah,
No mamby-pambies on board.
right.
All right, you want to be on the back or drive the wagon? Up to you.
I would prefer to drive, but I will take.
Please do, because I never prefer to drive.
Who the heck are you?
Don't talk to Dalloway like that.
Nice.
You talking
So
to me? You talking to
So
me,
you
Flash?
tripping over your own feet in the office.
Got my knees stuck under the desk.
Flash is so funny, man.
Feels good to just grab up a hobbled man like this, huh?
Look, I'm actually very sad that you're injured. But it did make my job very easy, so yes, it does feel good.
You can see it's all wrapped up. I'm missing the little fleshy part of my calf here.
Yeah, that's a real bummer. They got you good, didn't
Shot in
they?
the side over here. You see it's all wrapped up. It just got some stitches.
If I remember correctly, Flash, you were taking Cisco on Christmas Eve, and now I guess it's technically New Year's Eve. Bad timing, I guess.
Well, get this, Weber. On Christmas Day, right after he gets out, he gets himself involved in a shootout.
Is
But
that
that-
right?
Merry
But
fucking Christmas.
They come to our home wanting blood. What are we supposed to do?
Here we go. You would have been better off running, telling the law, and then we'll take care of your problem.
Run and tell the law. You know, when I was young, I tried that route. I got burned so bad. I'll never do that again. To this day, Chenzo still call me a rat.
people like that operate out of making people afraid, teaching people like you that lesson, and then you never come talking to people. They work out of fear. I don't have that option. As a detective, I understand why people are hesitant to come forward, but unfortunately, unless they do, a lot of things go unsolved. A lot of people who are killed never get actual justice. It's just a shame. They act with that sort of extreme violence because they know how powerful people's truth is. They're afraid of it, like a bug under a rock when you expose it to sunlight. I find them pitiful, weak. And they go around making everyone weak with them.
Amen to that.
I think that's why they're so, well liked. Why the city bends. Because it's easier to relate to weakness if you're also weak. It's a lot harder to stand strong in the face of adversity and do what's right.
Yeah, well, we stood up to them. We fought them in the big gang, the Great Gang War in 1901, and
Oh, here we go.
I lost family, I lost friends. It was a hard time. Never do that again.
Who'd you lose?
Blade, my cousin, Annabelle, and all her people out west. I don't know if you
Dalloway doesn't
remember
know this.
Annabelle.
She's just
No,
throwing
Go back then,
her
but
balls.
they died in that war.
This is probably really, really old. Like, it's really, really old
Scary
stuff.
time. I don't want to do that
Ripley
again.
and before that times, Nelson times,
just-
probably.
Rather do business.
No
honestly
paperwork on
than
this
even
shit, probably.
Go through those problems with them again. We've had a
1901.
truce for the last couple years. Things been fine. We'll just leave it at that.
You know, the worst part is, Flash, we could use someone like you. You actually have a conscience. You've been talking from your heart for an hour. You
Let's just
stop
say, you
violence
wouldn't
when your
wanna-
friends are in danger. Why wouldn't you want to do things the right way?
You wouldn't want to use me. Let's just say it. Use me. And
Use
then
you?
Throw me out to the wolves. And I'm not, I'm no Bambi, okay? I'm falling for that one.
I'm just saying.
Not falling for your tricks.
It takes you've got silly in your hands, bleeding, losing pulse. And that's what it takes for you to think maybe this is all a little too much. Deputies pick up a badge so we can step in front of shit like that. So you don't have to be in that situation. Anytime you want to step up, you let us know. Because going back to the bullshit you're going to... And I never give these speeches, by the way. I don't give a good goddamn about people if they're breaking the law. I just serve justice. It's all there is to it. With Flash, you got potential. And you talk about betrayal. People betray you all the time. That's because they're scum and you're not.
I
It's
can't
because-
be on my own.
You don't have to be on your own. There are plenty, trust me, and I'm a solitary person, and I've made friends in the department, and nobody liked me before.
know what happens every time I'm on my own? Gun store gets attacked and robbed on a regular basis. I won't even be there. All my stuff's busted up all the time.
You know what happens, Flash, when I'm alone sometimes? Shit like that happens to me. I know I've
Hey,
got
baby.
a number of colleagues and badges behind me who will come to my aid if I need it.
Yeah, you guys will get me killed. I'm no dummy. I've survived a long time, okay? We'll keep surviving. Been through a lot of gang wars, a lot of things. But I'm smart. That's how I get by.
You may be self-proclaimed smart, Flash, but it only takes one thing. You say you've been through a lot, but it only takes one thing.
I really want to do an undercover operation with Dalloway and work for Flash at the gun store.
Almost
The
lost my
ultimate
leg. Who
betrayal.
knows, right? Could have lost my leg.
I tried to like give him
Especially if
hints
this
that
is
that's what might
infected
happen.
at
Like I
all.
was very much giving hints like, hey, think about this.
So I've been changing the bandages a lot.
It's already happened, but I didn't want to like, you know. If
I
they're
guess I'm
giving, I'm trying to be
decipher
giving
you,
back in
Flash. They
some
have
way.
some
You know what I
nice
mean?
medical
Like giving them a
professionals
little
over there at Cisco.
bit of how Dalloway works so they can avoid me
Doubt they got a
and
Bellatrix over there.
Exactly.
tell their friends or whatever, or like,
What you say they do or don't.
or
No, they don't. They don't.
There's good ass over there.
I doubt anyone's at Cisco. I only started early because I ran into Flash and I was like, fuck it, let's do this. And I kept asking him, if you're tired, we can do this later. If you're tired, you know, basically roleplay asking if it's okay to do this now. This has been so much fun. It's a character Dalloway's not too familiar with. She's seen him in the paperwork here and there. He comes up, but now it's giving. The more context we have, it's just so much more fun to look back at
Were you
cases.
one of the ones that murdered my cousin Lucky over the summer?
Yeah, Flash has been around for ages. Ripley
Was it you?
remembers Flash loads. Who?
Either one of you.
Not me. I've been away after my husband passed away. I went crazy and went to Warma for 5 months. So I'm out. I haven't been here since goddamn I don't know when, months ago.
What was the question, Flash?
Did you murder my cousin Lucky over the summer? Were you one of the ones?
Lucky.
I didn't get my badge until the beginning of November. Before that, I wasn't here.
You won't tell me who it was.
What happened to Lucky then? You said he was murdered by one of us.
They said something about executing a hostage, but it sounds made up. Although it kind of sounds like Lucky too. He's fucking crazy.
Home sweet home, eh, Flash?
It's not home anymore. Valentine's home now.
Valentine's home now.
I got an
I
apartment.
like Valentine.
I like it too. A lot of business comes through there. I gotta stand in the gun store and the hunters come through for bullets and all kinds of stuff. And then I sucker them into spending more money on other junk.
What would you consider your opening hours?
Oh, it's tough. When I put it in the paper, I said just by appointment. I got my telegram up there, but I try to go stand around there when I don't,
Mm-hmm.
when I can. Well, at least I used to. Things been pretty crazy lately.
Excuse me, sir.
Yeah, imagine holiday business considering, you know, everyone wants to get gifts. Well,
Yeah, and
one might
everyone's
think.
maybe the guys that work there will come back after the holidays too, and he'll pick up. They'll take care of it while I'm in Siska.
What, Gus and them?
Grudge. Put Grudge in charge. He's handling things while I'm gone. I told him just, be away for a little bit.
You knew you was getting done?
I told him that back before Christmas.
Oh, I see. All right, easy does it. We'll help you down.
Alright, it's gonna be hard. Here we
Just
go.
use the shoulder.
Okay.
Straight into the wires.
God, I'm gonna get stuck on these stairs.
It's happening.
It's happening.
Oh, this water's cold.
Yep.
Okay, I'm gonna try to throw my crutch in. Here we go.
All right.
Alright.
Just toss it over. All right, see if we're stuck good.
We're stuck good. And...
All right.
All right, we got it.
Ah,
Swim.
I'm swimming.
We made it.
Whew, all right.
I definitely wasn't hoping you both just drowned there.
I wouldn't assume you were praying for that.
No, not at all.
Mm-hmm. Well,
Going
you'll be glad
back
to know.
again. This is not good.
Yeah, but there are a lot of interesting people up in Siska at the moment, you know?
Yeah, but I'm weak right now. I'm vulnerable.
I'm sure you'll be fine. Did you want some orange juice to try and trade while you're there?
It's not a bad idea.
You know, hopefully the guard's not looking too closely, because otherwise you're screwed. We'll wait till we're aboard land. Aboard land?
Tell me about it. Last time they took my opium and cocaine.
What was that?
Guards, they took my drugs last time.
Yeah, I'm sure they probably consider that sort of thing contraband.
I need them. It's gonna be a long time in here without them. Maybe you could talk to the guards for me?
You'll have to get a medic on your behalf to do that sort of thing. I can't supersede a guard. The guards run Sisika. Yesterday, I told someone to get in their straps, and a guard shot... Von Clay shot her bolt. Sorry, I dropped my chapstick down there. Von Clay shot her goddamn bolt-action rifle near the person's foot. And I was like, oh yeah, that's right, I shouldn't be saying anything.
Jeez.
Honestly, the guards kind of scare me. So that's on you and the medical staff. You ever seen some shit like that, Weber?
What, at Cisco with the guards?
Yeah, don't presume with them, you know? Don't
That's
presume.
right. I mean, Von Kleist scares me.
Oh yeah, she scares me too. Yeah,
Are
I'm
you
not
related
often
to-
intimidated.
You related to Jamie?
I felt like I'd gotten something wrong in front of teacher.
That's right. What was that, Flash?
Are you related to Jamie?
I'm not. People keep asking me. I'm not related.
You should probably just lean
you
in
look
and,
like
and
you
say,
could be
you
his
know,
dad.
Maybe I am.
Do you think you are?
I don't think there's a chance for that. Who is he anyway?
Part of my gang.
All right. Well, then he's no son of mine.
He's a smooth talker.
Oh, just like me then, I guess.
I'm sorry, I'm a little slow here. Just bear
you're
with me.
fine, take your
All
time.
right.
You know how long it took me to go to the post office and back in Valentine? That's
Yeah, that's why
crazy.
I was so excited because I seen you when I come into town. I seen somebody injured. I was like, oh man, that poor feller. And then I read the tip line. I was like, oh, he won't have gone far.
People
Then you
sending
were in the
tips
saloon.
about me. It's supposed to be my town people. They're sending tips about me.
I don't think it was them. I don't know. Betrayals
That one
everywhere.
guy and that one little drunk guy likes to tell. Probably Gruffy. Gruffy likes to tell on me. I bet it was Gruffy. Probably saw me sending a tip. He loves to do that. He thinks he's gonna be law one day. And I told him, you guys probably, you know, at night when you're drinking your whiskey, smoking your cigars, and playing poker, you're just laughing at him. What a little tattletale. Am I right? Am I right?
I
I don't
wouldn't
even know
know.
what you're talking about. And I don't know about the others, but I don't drink whiskey and smoke cigars. I ain't got time for that.
You don't? I thought that's what the law did. Like when they're not on duty, they're like drinking
No.
whiskey and
When
smoking
I'm not on duty,
cigars.
I'm reading a book and drinking wine. Maybe a glass. Maybe one glass of wine if I'm feeling, you know.
Well, I'm talking about Valentine law, right?
I don't know.
What, are you up in the city?
No, I'm in Blackwater. After you. Get the door at least.
So you're in the small city. The wannabe city.
Well, I have a
Is it a
roommate that
city or a
loves
town? I
Blackwater.
don't
It's
even know.
more like a town. It's been exactly like 30 minutes. I knew it was going to be about that much.
Oh, fuck.
Goddamn doors.
Yeah, there's an ice notice. Von Klast will sort it. Nobody's going anywhere. Alright, you know the drill, up against the wall.
You just start your paperwork. I'll hobble my way over here to get my stripes.
Well, I just have to search you right quick, just to make sure.
Oh, okay.
Oh man, they're gonna get so mad if I leave you with a bunch of drugs on you. But I don't see how anything there can really harm anyone. I'll leave that for the guards to decide. Alright. Do you need a strapping? You got your straps?
They make me put it in a locker. They won't let me use it in here.
Alright,
Yeah,
well.
I'll go, I think is it the building ahead or to the right?
Keep going ahead and then turn right.
That's what I thought, okay.
Right at the mess hall. So we got a full-on pretty much confession about, well, his side in the crimes that he is accused of.
All right.
Let's have a look. Not touching the UC stuff because it's on DNA, but everything else,
What's Flash's full name?
Flash, surname Greenwood.
All right.
So, oh gosh. Oh, he's in for a lot longer than I advised him. We'll have to speak with him again.
We.
Sorry?
You said we're gonna have to speak to him again?
I'll speak to him, Weber.
I'm only pulling your leg.
I do
I
that
can
a
talk to
lot.
him.
It's a habit. I say we a lot. I find that it softens certain things, either my mistakes or others' incompetencies. If you make it a group thing, it's not so bad, is it?
Exactly.
Oh shit.
So, which one did we miss then?
Well, it's I was looking at it in the jailing section.
All right.
And I think I did not. Here, let me just put it through. Time served is going to be about 9. Oh my God. Yeah, I only put one of them. I did not see everything. I only saw the top one or 2 charges. And he has admitted to pretty much everything. Let me just put it this way. So he was basically the whole Deputy Cyrus thing. He admitted that that was a plot. He was supposed to prove that he's not a mamby-pamby. Chet Wicker put him up to it. And he was actually supposed to kill him entirely and leave him for the wolves. But he did try to he waited until the gang was gone and brought him to a medical office. So there is that. I don't know. And he said he stabbed him. He definitely stabbed him. He threw his knives at him, then ran up and stabbed him in his shoulder. And Chet was so proud. That's what he said. Chet looked at me so proud. Told me to dump him in the woods, but when they got back to camp, I doubled back and saved him. Well, that's very sensitive information because obviously they will kill him if they find out.
That's right.
So he's admitted to that entirely. He also admitted finally, after a bit of questioning, to being at the Hanging Dog Ranch situation just shortly after he was released from Sisika on Christmas Day. He said that the folks came to them and started nonsense, and I have reason to believe it's the Animales because he did mention a Ramon. I haven't looked at the case thoroughly.
Me as soon as I walked in there.
Yeah, they'll do that. I have to inform you something. I severely underestimated the time because when I was looking at the jailing information, I only saw the top 2 charges of what happened with Cyrus. So instead of 400, it's looking closer to over 1,000, just so you're aware.
What else you got?
Well, all of the charges, including, here, let me put them through.
Oh, shit.
Well, you did admit to stabbing him and knifing him, and it is for kidnapping, assault and battery of a government employee, robbery of the sheriff's office, attempted murder of a government employee, torture of a government employee, and that participation in the shootout. So all the things you did with Cyrus are very serious crimes, but they're also very separate crimes. They're not stacked up. It's just the timeline of events have things that you guys did that made it worse and worse and worse.
Ouch. Still 300?
No, it is going to be...
Oh.
I will be taking 90 off for time served. I'm gonna see. Oh God. We'll take some off for cooperation, time served.
Let's talk money.
Ah, gosh, it's 1,295 in fines. I'll
Oh,
reduce 295.
That's the best you could do.
I will see what I can do here.
Tell her Jamie's dead.
These are all
I
very
tell-
serious.
they're very serious, Flash.
And you did cooperate fully with me. You know, I am taking that into account.
Wasn't much I could do. What am I gonna do on a crutch? Otherwise, I would have ran. You probably never would have caught me. If my leg was good, you would never caught
No,
me.
well, maybe not.
Oh, wait, you were there on Christmas Eve. You the one laughing about us betraying Santa Claus, huh?
Santa
I
Claus.
remember that now.
That's
Is
right.
that you? Yeah.
Oh my
yeah, You were
gosh.
laughing at that.
All right, I've managed to reduce your time to 1,000 days, even, and I'm gonna reduce your fine down to $1,000 even. Okay.
All right.
I think the words you were looking for, Flasher. Thank you.
Thank you.
Dalloway.
Thank you. It was disappointing, but thank you. I guess.
Thank you so much. Hello. All right. I do apologize about the mix-up. I was, because when I said "holy shit" when I got you in the cell, that was me reacting to the amount of time. I should have double-checked that I was correct.
So I don't know. Maybe I'll do my time.
So a total time will be 1,000 days with a fine of $1,000, and that is quite a bit reduced because you were cooperative, and I do wish you the best. We've sent Sisika an update about your intake, so the guards will be here to process you at some point if you're about. Don't sleep too much. You know, it's not good for you. Want to get up and heal those. If you want to talk about that leg or anything, you know how to get a hold of us. You FAO me, and that's fine. I'll come down. I got a few people to talk to out here.
All right. See you next year, I guess.
All right.
Yeah, let me look at your release date.
I saw it on my paperwork.
Oh, excellent. All right. Yes. Okay. Happy New Year from us.
All right. I'll see you around. Oh Christ! What am I gonna do without drugs?
How about you drink a coffee? That's a drug.
I do enjoy my coffee in the morning. I go see
All right.
John over at the general store every morning. I get a coffee and a newspaper.
All right.
I send some telegrams.
Take care,
See you
Flash.
later.
Bye.
This person, not me yet. To this day. Y'all run, catch up. I just wanted to make sure that was recorded, essentially. Because these things are important, no matter what time they happen. Oh, we're fine. It's good for you. It was one of the easiest arrests I've ever had to make.
What
He was
happened?
just, well, you know, someone had sent in a tip that he was hobbling along and that he was bragging about being wanted. And I walked out. Well, when I came into town, I seen him. Didn't know who he was, but saw some hobbling person. And so, yeah, I figured he couldn't have gotten far. So I walked maybe 2 doors down, and there he was. No, that is not
Alright.
Dickie White. Shut
He
up.
came willingly. Well, I guess he couldn't really run away.
Yeah, I mean, he sort of like said, oh shit, well, I'm not exactly gonna run, am I? And I was like, nah. Miss Lee was there as well, Moonshiner. So just scooped her up. Well, not her, him. It's not like she was gonna do anything, so. No, he came cooperative enough. That's why I reduced his time. He was very open. He did smoke a lot of opium before he started talking, though.
Jesus Christ.
You notice a lot of people coming in the cells, like on opium or other things like cocaine.
Yeah, I've noticed that recently.
It's helping me with a lot of confessions, but something in my stomach feels like it's icky. I'm connecting a lot of dots, but at what cost, you know?
I know there's a man down in Thieves Landing calls himself Finn Moonstrider who keeps moving opium and all sorts of drugs around.
Yeah. Well, if it keeps going like this and people keep like, I don't know, people seem to have their whole lives melting down over this shit.
That's right. I don't know too much about it other than it can easily destroy life. Brace yourself that way. We're gonna land here. All right.
I'm fine.
I probably should have slowed down a little bit upon approach. This works out mighty fine because I've got a meeting with Senior Deputy Oath here in St. Denis now.
Excellent. Well, I'm probably gonna fuck off for a bit now. Actually, I'm gonna go to the office, write down some arrest reports about those cases, and then just clean up the paperwork. And then go away.
All right. I spent 2 hours on a file yesterday. There was a incident where up at north by Wapiti there, train bridge was exploded and the train had fallen down into the valley there. And a team of us there went down and picked up a load of evidence. 39 pieces.
Jesus.
That's right. It's a lot of paperwork.
Indeed. Yeah, I've just been focusing on trying to clean up my old things before the new year and clean up as much as possible. Mr. Turner again?
Howdy, Mr. Turner. Howdy.
Rabbit, how do you? Looking very flashy.
Thank you. My wife arrived into the crossing on Boxing Day and she got me a new coat.
I was going to say,
Dude.
was that an effort for the wife?
Back in Saint
That's
Denis,
right. Got my hair cut, got my
Okay.
beard trimmed.
Galloway.
Oh, I know that. We had the conversation the other day, you know, that one that you then reported, yeah.
What do you mean I reported it? What you talking about, Turner?
About the bullet.
Oh, the threat against the government official. I remember that one. Yeah, I did
Yeah.
report it, Benji. I did. All right.
Even though you agreed, but it's by the by.
I agree about bullets, yeah. I just don't know
Alright,
where
I'll
they get
head to the
fired.
office.
All right, I'm coming with.
See you soon.
See you around, Mr. Turner.
Oh no, he sat on that. That one's a funny one, Mr. Turner.
Benji Turner. He's got a thing about Deputy Wainwright. I can't tell if it's an obsession, admiration, or he's just a sad little man. I don't know. Can't
I'm
work
not
it out.
sure.
Are you doing anything to celebrate the new year, Dalloway?
Yeah, Clementine and I are having a New Year's Eve party.
All right.
8 p.m. Blackwater, 10Z. But it might turn into a street party. We're not sure.
All right. Is that an invitation, or are you just telling me where it is?
It's an invitation. Why not? I'm just telling
All right.
everybody just in case, but it is quite late. I don't know how long I'm going to be there. I'm used to an early night. New Year's or not.
I understand. I think for the last couple of years here, apart from 1899, I was usually in bed, fast asleep by about 10:30.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna have to separate the paperwork by the arrest report.
Howdy.
Operation Albatross was a failure.
Good morning.
Morning.
Oh, Lord.
That good, huh?
I think it was more of an issue of miscommunication on behalf of the group that we were trying to run into with the Wickers.
Oh, I see. No, they'll figure it out.
I was involved, but I definitely wasn't aware of how the operation was actually going. I kind of just signed up impromptu